me call you back. I got somebody at the door. What the? Oh, let me call you back. Hold on a second. Oh, it's a new drone from DJI, the FPV drone. Yo, I'm gonna call you back. Let me get this unboxing started. Can't wait, man. Welcome back to I'm Out Traveling. My name is Raul, and in this video, we're unboxing DJI's new FPV drone along with the joystick control for a more intuitive flight. With all that being said, let's get this unboxing started. So excited about this. Now we have the motion controller, the goggles or controllers, and the drone itself. I purchased a motion controller for that added experience, but you don't need this. You could fly right out of the box with what this comes with. Like I did with the Mavic Air 2, I'm gonna make a couple videos. One is gonna be the unboxing, which I'm doing right now. The second is gonna be first flight along with a battery test. The third video will be a Mavic Air 2 versus the DJI FPV drone side-by-side comparison. And the last video is gonna be the fun one. It's gonna be the FPV drone racing against a Porsche 911, an Audi R8 or a GTR. I'm not sure what car, but I'm gonna pretty much put this to the test and see which one is faster. So I'm excited for that video. You should be able to open this box up easily. We'll see. Nothing ever comes easy. Oh, I think I broke the box. Nope, I think I broke the box again. How is it? Oh, here we go. This way. So here we are, the DJI's FPV Combo. The first thing you're gonna see is gonna be this pretty cool looking goggle right here. And then we're gonna have the drone itself. Looks really badass. Never seen anything like this. Really excited for this right here. And then in the bottom, we have the control with a couple manuals. All right, and here's the control itself. So let's get everything out of this box first. All right. Really nice box. I did not see a travel bag. Normally the DJI's line, they all come with some kind of bags, but there's no bags for this drone, so that's a bummer right there. All right, so before we get into the drone and the controls itself, let's unbox these little boxes here. This right here is the, was pretty cool, actually. Some people don't like it. I personally like it. Green casing. That way, in case whenever you're flying, you could easily spot it, or when you're flying with a friend, at least you know which one's yours and which one's your friend's. So that will come in handy at some point. And here are the goggle antennas. There's gonna be 4 goggle antennas, kind of small. But these are the goggle antennas. There's 4 goggle antennas. So we'll put these up here. The goggle head strap. Right here. Then we have the cable that connects to your phone. Some extra joysticks because this does come with a few joysticks already, so this is a spare joystick, don't lose this. Next we have the propellers. You're gonna see these boxes. They will be labeled box A and box B. Right here on the drone itself, you have A in red, B in black, so that way you know which propellers go with where. So there you go, you have that. Battery with 2 lights already for the goggles, so it comes slightly charged. Make sure you charge it before your first flight, all right? Kind of like this here. And then you have the battery brick ready to charge. This right here is for your battery, which this only comes with 1 battery. I didn't get the Fly More combo. This is just the FPV combo itself. And the battery is right here in the back. So now that we have all this unboxed, let's go over the details of all this. So it comes with 1 set of propellers plus a backup set. So 2 sets of propellers for each color. Altogether, I have 4 red propellers, okay? And 4 black propellers. It's odd. Okay, so they all have red tips, but the inside is black, where the inside for here is red. So you see the rings, a red ring and a black ring. Well, there's no ring at all. So that's how you know where the black one goes, black here and red here. Let's connect the propellers. So once again, we're going with the red ring going on propeller A, right here. Just like with any DJI drones, when you connect the propellers, you press it in and you twist it to the right for the red ones, okay? Taking this little foam piece out, another red propeller. There's gonna be some slots here. So you see these 3 little slots right here. You can insert the red propeller in there and twist to the right. So that's how you know that they're in, all right? Good to go. Black propellers is a little bit different. So no ring, no red ring. So this is gonna be for side B. You're gonna put them into the same slot, but the difference here, instead of twisting to the right, you're actually gonna twist to the left. So the red propellers right here with the red ring, if you look at this part right here, there's a little red indentations right here. So that's where you know that the red one goes. So you don't need those A stickers or the B stickers, right? Once again, with the black one, it's gonna be the opposite. So for the black one, to install it, you pressed it in and twist it to the left. So to remove it, you're gonna press it in and twist to the right. And that's how you remove the black ones. And look, no ring, no ring. So that's how you can easily identify where the propellers go, all right? Now that we have the propellers installed, let's talk about the battery. The battery is right here in the back of the drone itself. So the way you remove the battery, unclip this piece right here, which is pretty tight. Once you unclip that, there's two little buttons here you press and you pull out. But there you go, that's how you take out the battery, that's how you put it back in. So you press it in, clip it back in, ready to go with that. Right off the start, the sticks are centered, just like they would for any DJI drone. If you want to switch it to manual mode, you have to come to the back up here and adjust some of these screws so that way the sticks will then be pointing in a down direction, which is going to be for FPV manual mode. Right now I'm going to keep it at normal and sport mode because I'm not going to test out the manual mode just yet. Next, you're going to have the C1 for the customizable button. Customize it however you want. The power button as well. Obviously, it still comes with some battery, but always charge it before you do your first flight. You're going to have the start stop for the manual mode, camera, video mode, and to start recording, you're gonna have the little gimbal toggle right here so you could adjust the gimbal up and down. You're gonna have normal, sports, and manual mode. Normal mode, you have all the sensors turned on for obstacle avoidance and the drone will be able to hover itself. Sports mode is more of a hybrid between the manual mode and the normal mode. And then the manual mode will be pretty much where there's no obstacle avoidance sensor turned on and the drone will not hover itself, so that means you have to control it like a true FPV drone. Looking at the drone, you're gonna have two sensors in the front and two on the bottom. None on the side and none on the back. So when you're flying sideways, make sure you have a line of sight. Another thing to keep in mind is that sensors only work on normal mode. They will not work on the manual mode. So when you're flying manual, it's pretty much all you and the drone. So hopefully you know what you're doing flying that drone. Looking at the propellers, you're gonna notice that they don't fold in like they will with the Mavic Air 2 or the Mavic Pros. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Looking at the camera, you're gonna get a 4K 60 frames per second shot. Unlike traditional FPV drones where you have a GoPro attached to it and it's fixed, this camera could tilt up and down. It's on a gimbal. It's on a rock steady gimbal, so that pretty much gives you a nice smooth shot. Additionally, this could go up to 1080p at 120 frames per second for that smooth, buttery shot. How did that come out? Anyways, so yeah, so this camera, it's a nice feature to have on this FPV drone because most drones, FPV drones, don't give you this option. So it's awesome that you can tilt it up and down without having to actually bring the drone back down and adjust it. So another perk of having this drone. So we are gonna get the antennas. There's gonna be 4 antennas. Fairly simple. Twist to the right, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Alright, so we got them all installed. That's how it should look like. So on the head strap, there's a DJI logo. That goes facing up, right? So don't put the head strap down. DJI logo goes facing up, right? And this pretty much, it's a Velcro strap. So you put it here, you adjust it to however you want for your head size. I'm just gonna put it here like this. I'll adjust it later when I do the first flight. Okay. So there you go, now you have your head strap. You have the lens where you can pretty much adjust your lenses inside. Everybody has a different nose, different eye, you know. This pretty much helps you adjust that for your comfort level, okay? And this is where we connect it for the battery source right here, all right? And a couple more toggle switches back here, which we'll go over on the first slide, all right? Right here, in order to operate the goggles, you need to have it connected to a battery source, which is right here. This gives you an hour worth of battery time life. And in order to, once again, operate this, it has to be connected. You cannot use this goggle without the connection. So that to me is negative. I don't like having to have this connected in order to use the goggles, but it is what it is. The next thing is that it's gonna have an OcuSync 3.0, where the Mavic Air 2 had an OcuSync 2.0. Pretty much what that means is that it gives you more confidence when flying. It lets you fly a farther distance and you could be able to retrieve it. So you're flying with confidence. One of the cool features about this goggle is the fact that it has a couple fans built inside. So whenever you're flying, if you wear glasses, your glasses won't fog up. And lastly, there's a micro SD card slot right here. this lets you record at a resolution of 810 and 120 frames per second, which is not that great, but what's the purpose of that? Well, this is pretty much what it is. So with that memory card, it's recording everything you're doing at the same time. All right, so let's say you're flying your drone. FPV drones are meant to be crashed. They crash regardless. Hopefully you don't crash yours, but if you do, let's say you crash your drone somewhere far and you cannot retrieve it. You lost your drone. You lost $1,000 pretty much. At least you didn't lose your footage. You're recording everything on the micro memory card right here. It's at 810 and 120 frames per second, but at least you're still retrieving the footage, so you didn't lose everything. You lost $1,000, which sucks, but you still have your footage, so that's pretty cool. All right, so that pretty much wraps up the goggles itself. And now the last bit of information I'm going to promote is that you guys need to get the DJI Care package. It's an insurance plan. It ranges between $150 to $300 based on what you need. These drones are meant to crash. You're going to crash them. And when you crash them, there's little slots right here where you could like take this leg off and put a new leg or whatever the case is. At least you know with the insurance plan that you'll be able to get either a new drone completely back or get the pieces you need. So definitely get that plan, because it's gonna come in clutch whenever you need it, and you will need it, trust me. And we can't forget about the motion controller, which we'll go over in the first video for the first flight. But for now, do me a favor, hit subscribe, ring that bell, and hit like to stay up to date with all our videos. I am off for the first flight. See you in the next one.